Good morning. Welcome to this episode of CyKor's Pulse Report. My name is Mike Guadagnini, founder and CEO of CyKor. At CyKor, our vision has always been clear. It's always been to build a legacy of great culture that impacts the world for positive change. This year, we've really put into the world that we're going after our Mission 2030. Our Mission 2030 is to be the most trusted technology solution provider in the industry. Now, today I have a special guest, and I'm excited to get to have a conversation with our very own Phil Williams, VP of Growth at CyKor. Phil, welcome. Welcome
Thanks,
to
Mike.
the Pulse Report.
Appreciate it. Yep.
One of the things that we've always been about since 2016 is really leading with technology solutions and really being somebody that meets the customer where they are in their journey. Since you've been here, we've really had some exceptional growth, and I'd really like to understand from your opinion, what differentiates us as a technology solution provider?
Yeah, so I think in my time in the Fed and did roughly 22 years all in service for a large federal agency, I saw kind of this, a bit of this gap in the market, right? We would go in and do a large managed service. I would work with an OEM, and then there was kind of this white space in the middle. And so I think from a technology solutions provider arena, that very favorably aligns with the velocity that the federal government's moving in today from getting capability on net. The rapid adoption is the biggest key thing. It's not an endeavor to be with you over the full 5-year journey of your contract. It's more iterative in getting capability on net really fast through your TSP.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just think it's presented well, and we continue to drive and lead from the front as a TSP. And some of the things that we're seeing, and I love your inputs on these, is as the government is making some significant changes around federal contracting, some of the EOs that President Trump and the administration are coming out with, we're seeing a lot of these larger contract vehicles either being terminated or consolidated back to GSA. I'd like to understand a little bit about, from your experience, what you're seeing from the industry and how those changes are affecting our industry, but also, some of the strategies that we're putting in place so that our government customers, can get visibility and understand how they find us and how we win together.
Yeah, the challenge, I think these long procurement action lead times with what's happening with budget uncertainty. There's things like the fiscal shutdown that's the current fiscal year shutdown that's happening now. There's the mission never stops. They have to keep moving. They have to get capability out to the tactical edge. I think in the old days it was more about, hey, it's time to refresh and replace the box. I don't think the technology adoption was happening at the velocity that it's happening now. And again, it's not really about they're looking for outcome-based solutioning, right? So each federal agency has got core missions that they owe to the American taxpayer. That is the core journey that they're on, and things that they need to be doing to get their mission accomplished. Our job is to come in and enable that mission with a lot of our rapid IT adoption. So we typically look for contracts and vehicles that is a very, to your point, meet you where you are story, and not try to kind of boil the ocean or restart from scratch. And then we want to do something that's a little bit more at velocity, leveraging some of these contracts that they already have, and how do we get that moving a little faster, right?
Yeah.
So we want to get things on net quickly.
Yes. Yeah, and I feel like it's a lot of the things that we're attaching ourselves to some of the biggest challenges, and one of those big challenges is, what we're seeing in the federal space is recruitment and trying to get, individuals and young folks excited to be part of this government and leading from the front. And some of the things that we've done in our journey is really attach ourselves to being able to connect individuals to their families across the country when they're on deployments, all those types of things. That's extremely impactful. And have you ever seen, do you see things like the attachment of big challenges? Are there any significant challenges that you're seeing across the agencies that we work with in the DoD that you think you come in and help attack together?
Yeah, I think a lot of this communication back to the mothership from folks that are out at the tactical edge, whether it's on the border, whether it's at sea, a lot of the capabilities that we've created around DDIL and CSFC, and a lot of these, how do we get the mission challenges communicated effectively back to home base so that they can get their tasking and those types of things. So we, always on net communication is probably the biggest one that I think we've been super helpful with our customers on, and getting that technical capability there so that they can do the mission faster. Yep.
Yeah, nothing better than some of the stories that we hear out when we're talking with either mothers and fathers or individuals out in the space, and hearing because of CyKor support and the solutions that we're providing and helping to support the ability for them to communicate with their loved ones is always something that keeps us screaming, like, what we do matters, and why we're doing this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. As we always say, it's the E in vibe here at CyKor. As our experience, we've always touted ourselves as an experienced company, and that's always led with speed to quote, speed to order, speed to execution, speed to delivery. One of the things that we've really seen, as we've evolved into a technology solution provider, is that speed to execution and speed to delivery. I'd love for you to elaborate a little bit of our go-to-market strategy when it comes specifically to the adoption services piece, and really delivering, these outcomes that we say that we can do, and our customers expect us to do.
Yeah, what I love that you said was delivery about 3 or 4 times in there, delivering or delivery. I think what sets us apart is, with my counterparts here at CyKor, the leadership in the engineering space and in the delivery space, we are constantly meeting in the background before we go in and talk to the customer. So we've already got a story connected going in. We're not building that on the fly. That's kind of already done. So it looks very seamless when we go in and start to talk to our customer. And then we're really about the delivery and end piece of that. So from the growth team side, it's shaping the opportunity and making sure that we've got a viable path to get so you can get to us as a federal agency. And then we've got the engineering capability, which is, this is the right solution for you. We come in and meet with your teams. We design that with you, and then delivery executes all that. And it's a cyclical process that loops us back in, each of those tenants back in, to say, we are doing what we said we would do, and we have the capability of doing more if you need that. And you're constantly adjusting on that journey now, because IT modernization is happening faster than it's ever happened before.
Yeah, and I love that. And it's really just been one of those things that it's been powerful to witness it, where we have a group of great partners, a group of great manufacturers, and a group of great engineers in-house that really can stitch together these custom-built solutions for the need of the warfighter, for the need of these agencies, so that we can solve critical infrastructure challenges, a lot of different things, and stitching those things together as a true partnership, and working with industry and working with government, and putting those things together is allowing us to execute and deliver at the speed at which we need to as a federal government.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
totally agree.
Well, great. I appreciate this conversation.
Awesome.
I hope everybody appreciated this conversation. Here at CyKor, we've always been a loyalty, trust in delivering cutting-edge technology solution provider. We're excited to meet you where you are, excited to see where this journey takes us, and excited to work with every one of you.
Thank you.
Thanks.